today. So, on va commencer juste par vous présenter les membres du jury très très vite. On va commencer tout au bout de la table, at the other side of the table. The actress Lily Gladstone.
Bravo.
You know, this is beyond a dream come true. This is not a dream I even knew to have in terms of being honored to be a part of this group of people at the Cannes Film Festival. So I am pinching myself. This is a marvel. To me, one of my favorite things that I ever get to do is watch cinema and discuss it. And this is getting to do that with the most wonderful cinema artists and minds for the next 2 weeks, 10 days, and it just feels thrilling, honestly, to be part of it. And I still am shocked that I am here.
It's a huge honor and privilege, and you know, I thought I just got over my imposter syndrome last year after the run that I had, and now it's started all over again. This is an incredible company to be in.
Do you think this situation now harms the festival?
I think people in the community of movies telling their stories and trying to change things for the better is only good. I have seen substantive change in the American film community, and I think it's important that we continue to expand that conversation. So I think it's only moving everything in the correct direction to keep those lines of communication open.
Yesterday, Monsieur Frimaud said that sometimes we concentrate too much on the controversies.
I'm very honored and pleased to be here as a director and also to follow in the footsteps of Jane Campion, who was the head of the jury 10 years ago. And I think I've been making movies and going to film festivals for almost 20 years, and in a way, this has never not been a question of moving things forward and increasing the number of female directors and the number of female authors. And in my lifetime of making movies, it's changed and it's gotten better, and there's more, and it's not done yet, but it's certainly moving in the right direction.
Anchor news anchor in Haber Global TV.
I would say there are very many concrete changes that have happened with the American film industry, and the one I always think of is the rise of intimacy coordinators, and that was not something when I was starting out that happened at all, and now it's being built into films, and I think of it the exact same way as I think of a stunt coordinator, a fight coordinator. This is it's an art, and it's part of building a safe environment, just as you would if you were going to have two people, fight with swords. You don't just see what happens. I mean, that would be terrifying. So I think that it's being in the conversation. So and I think it will continue. I think it's always changing.
This festival and this industry rely on freelance workers, and there's a group of freelance festival workers who are considering going on strike. I just wondered if you had a message for those workers and their potential efforts.
Well, I certainly support labor movements. We've certainly gone through this just now in our unions. And I hope that the festival and the workers can form an agreement that is good for them and supports the festival, because this is very important that people have protections and a living wage.
I have a question for Lily. Lily, you are a Native American.
I feel like Indigenous people, we recognize representation coming from each other very quickly. Even though we're an incredibly diverse global community, there's still an identity and a sense of how we experience the world and how we remain. And I think so many of us, where we come from, remain because of the stories that we tell. So I've always been drawn to cinema. And before I saw my own representation, before I saw a whole lot of Native American filmmakers, storytellers behind the camera, shaping the narratives, I often would resonate with filmmakers from across the globe, from another Indigenous community.
How did you feel when you saw there was a movie about young Donald Trump in the selection?
I don't know that objectivism is necessary in such a case, but taking it for the art form that it will be, because, I mean, that's unfortunately could be a genre in and of itself. So, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I think, I mean, I sort of take, I try to come to every film that we see with an open mind and an open heart, and to be willing to be surprised. I think sometimes the surface of something, when they say, oh, it's about this or it's about that, and then you get in the movie theater and it's about something that you had no idea that it was going to be about. And I think, so I don't want to make any assumptions about what it is, but I very much look forward to it. Like I look forward to all the films.
I gotta get my little hooves on.
Profitez bien. J'avais pas vu. Allez,